Yeah,
What's good? What's good? What's the word?
it's good, old man. How you doing? How you feeling?
Feeling limber.
Yeah, these jokes gonna fly for the first couple of months. These jokes gonna fly,
Yeah,
my
man.
man.
Yeah. Trust
Happy,
me, I know.
happy
I know.
belated, happy belated to Mr. Senor Lee, man. I mean,
Thank you,
he's
sir.
21 with a little bit of baggage. Not carry on, no carry on. Not heavy, not heavy.
Yeah. That's for sure. Next year will
yeah,
be next year will be checking in. You know.
yeah. This is a one way. This is a one way. This is gonna be a while.
Yes, sir.
Oh
Yes, sir.
shit.
All right, let me share this with a couple people on IG. What's up, Tanya? See you already in here. Appreciate you. Shay Sweet Things. See you over here on IG. Thank you very much. See if we get some people in here for the early vibes. If you tuning in from somewhere else, shout out to you. Let us know where you tuning in from in the chat. All that good stuff. All right. But yeah, man, a week before Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? A lot to give thanks for.
Don't feel like it. I don't know if it's the warm weather, but it don't feel like. I don't even hear people talking about picking up their turkey and none of that. Yo, it's just not. The vibe ain't there yet.
Yeah, I think it's just been super busy, bro. I think everybody's just being, stretched thin. Pause. It's just a lot going on, and people are just trying to manage that. So, literally, you're waking up and oh shit, it's Thanksgiving. Oh shit, it's Christmas. I ain't done shopping for nobody yet. Like everything is on fast forward.
Man, it didn't hit me till the other day. The kids like, "Oh, we finished our Christmas." I was like, "Finished." I was like, "Oh man!" I was like, "Yeah, give me." I was like, "Give me those." Like I said, his address. We can mail those out. They both looked at me like, "Nigga, you." They looked at each other like, "Does he know that we know that we know that they don't know that we know?" I was like, "Yeah, man, it ain't happening, man. Good luck with that."
Yeah, they like pops. The jig is up, man.
Word. He said, "He's like Lennox ain't here, man. You can keep it funky with us." I'm like, nah. Santa coming through. He got keys to everybody's apartment door.
Yeah. Big truth, man. Yeah, like everything has just been flying by. Like even this year, usually around my birthday, I try and treat myself to a little something. I ain't even had a chance to do that. Like everything has just been stacked on top of responsibilities. It's just been like, all right, at some point, somebody gonna get this purchase. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, at some point. It's a fact. It's a fact.
Yeah. What's been going on with you this week so far, man?
Week's good, man. Football wrapped up. Playoffs, man. It was a rough one this past weekend for baby girl. But hey, man, we learn. As we know, we were playing up, so competition's a little steeper. You know what I'm saying? We did get to the second round of the playoffs that could have took us to the Super Bowl. It could have got us there, but fell short. Long story short. But outside of that, man, it's good, man. Basketball season is in big swing. Technically, both teams is undefeated. You know what I mean? We take 1-0 and 2-0 around here. You know what I'm saying? That means undefeated in my book.
Yeah.
But everything's been good, man. Saturday, long night, man. We'll get into it, but long night, man. Long night. I did see a couple shenanigans about Saturday. I got to ask you one quick question. Like, do you think it was rigged?
Which one?
Oh, the fake real one. The Tyson and
the Friday joint.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't Saturday. The Friday joint. The real fake. Saturday was the real joint. We'll get there.
Yeah.
But you think it was fake? Think it was rigged?
There's something about the difference between Mike sparring and Mike in the ring during the live fight that bothered me. But we're definitely gonna get into that later. I don't think it was rigged, but I definitely think something happened, man. Something definitely happened.
Something happened. Something did happen. We got to get into it.
Yeah.
Where's this one at?
Yeah, man. But yeah, so just really. Tanya said political hangover. Life is life, and absolutely. I was actually on a conversation today where, some people were, just continuously expressing their concerns around the political climate. I know we've got some actual topics here when we get to politics as usual that we're going to get into some recent appointments that we're trying to figure out if this is politics or entertainment. Apparently it's both. But yeah, man, yeah, we'll definitely dive into that a little bit more, Tanya. But yo, man, I don't know about you, and I don't know about y'all at y'all jobs, but it is officially let's table this until after the holiday season, y'all. I've definitely got that line prepared for certain situations where I know I'm not getting to this no time soon, and I need something that's validating enough to have somebody be like, you know what, I think you're right. So yeah, it's that time of season, man. Let us know in the chat if you feeling that line or if you've used that line already.
Bro, come the 25th of November, that's gonna be the away message. It's like any emails coming this way is gonna get a heavy, hey, yeah, at least 4 to 6 weeks out of bare min before we can really talk about this. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's not only the season for it, but it's the time for it, man. Nobody want to do all that at all. Wait, where you at? So yeah, we floating? We floating, y'all. I'm about to get the solo shot. I always want to do this. Hold on. Yeah, coming to you live and direct, Freedom Cage Podcast. We outside, middle of November. My man Senor Lee had to get had to get the 4K back to 8K. You know what I'm saying? Nothing crazy. You know what I mean? But yeah, if y'all here in the chat, man, listen, if you at work and people got deadlines and it's interfering with your turkey day coming up, it's interfering with the Christmas shopping coming up, just let them know, man. It ain't happening, bro. It's just not happening. Today not looking good. But hey, early January, hey, I'm gonna pencil you in for sure. For sure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. And this is what happens when you don't prepare for your show, people. Always make sure you plug in your cameras, make sure you're set up correctly so you don't have what happened to me don't happen to you. You know what I'm saying? Quick blackout. But we back.
extra points and batteries, man. They're the most important things out there. It always comes down to the details. Always comes down to the details.
Man, that's
Shay Sweet thinks
to record.
Shay Sweet thinks that for that Tyson fight, they cut the moves out for the sparring. Yeah, I think they sped up the game tape a little bit on us. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I mean?
They definitely did something.
1.5 speed.
That's a fact.
How was your weekend? How was your weekend, man? You have to do another lap around that sun thing, man. How was your weekend, all in all?
Oh, the weekend was lovely, man. The weekend was lovely. I have no complaints. Of course, Friday spent it with y'all, man. Great times. Like you said, we actually got to see the basketball game, and the girls looked amazing. Like you could see the difference between last year and this year. A lot of growth. They look like they got a lot of chemistry out there, so that was cool to see. And then, of course, get into the fight, man. I mean, I know we have that a little later, but we got a chance to, eat, drink, watch that. Good entertainment. Saturday, of course, brunch vibes with the co-workers, man. It was really cool to be out there. I can't really complain, man. They always show me love and take care of me for my birthday, so that was fun. And then Sunday, man, shout out to wifey for understanding that I just wanted comfort this year. So we just had real chill vibes. She found a cool comedy spot right out here in Brooklyn. So that was interesting. Got to see some underground comics. And then we just really enjoyed each other's company. Of course, she would be like, his version of enjoying company is being on the phone while I'm near her. But I enjoyed it. We were watching the game at we went to Ocean's Billiard. Haven't been there in years. So we were watching the game, had some wings and fries up in there. So yeah, man, it was real cool, man. No complaints. I loved it.
So, for the comedy show, where are you a fan of sitting in the front row, or you try to blend in with the crowd?
It's funny. I was like off center, like to the right of the stage. You know what I mean? So it's like they could see us, but they couldn't really like see us. But then again, it was only like 8 of us in there, so it wasn't hard to spot us.
Damn.
So
okay,
yeah.
Okay. I always just try to blend in as much as possible with the crowd I haven't seen before on these comedy shows. I hate getting singled out. It's like, yeah, with the Freedom Cage shirt. Stand up, brother. It's like, fuck. It's like in the head for me. But that's what's up. Good, fresh comedy is always good comedy for the most part.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. It was fun, man. How was the rest of your weekend, man? I know Friday we was together, but then the rest of that, how'd it go?
Sunday was cool. Friday was cool, as you know. Got to chill out for a little bit. Got a good drink in. Been a while for one of those. Had a slight headache Saturday. Old nigga shit. But old nigga stuff. But it was cool, man. Saturday got to catch some games, as you know. Nighttime was awesome. But Sunday we had another basketball game. Kennedy went out. She had her first game of the season. And hey, man, this past week she had to choose football practice over basketball practice because it was playoff time. You know what I'm saying? So, but hey, gotta be accountable for the actions you make. So we're respectable. Coach said, "Hey, man, we can't start you this week. You can't not go to practice and start the game." You know what I'm saying? We got a team here. Everybody put their part in. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to sit down. You know what I'm saying? So she was looking around like, "Yo, no." It's like, nah. It ain't nothing personal. It's just personal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't. We anticipate things from you. So if you're not here to do the hard work, you just can't show up. You know what I mean? When the lights is on, you're not AI yet. You can't do that. You know what I mean? But she understood the conversation at halftime. But that first 2 minutes, she was hurt. She was hurt. She was looking at her hands like, did I lose it? Like, you know do I not have the glow anymore? There's like, nah, you're getting old too, baby. They don't want you out there. But hey, now she full-time basketball this week. So she gonna make sure that never happens again if she can hold on to it. But yeah, man, they won the game. Sunday was cool. A lot of good NFL games as well. We'll talk about them a little later. But Chiefs Kingdom, y'all not on suicide watch. You got a long season left, but I understand your pain. Yeah. I understand your pain. Yeah. I understand. Parlays for sure, but
yeah. I mean, if it was gonna be anybody, man, you got to be real. I don't care how diehard of a Chiefs fan you are. You had to understand that for some reason the Bills tend to own the Chiefs during the season. Like that. Yeah. That's just usually how it goes. And you always get back in the playoffs. So like Kenny said, man, I think it'll be all right, but we still got a long season to go. So yeah,
for sure.
All right, man. So speaking of the wife, man, after having such a great weekend with her, a funny joke that we had going into Monday, made me think of the fact that context is very important anytime you are giving a sentence, because it could lead somebody to think that you mean something else, right? So case in point, right? It's the morning time, you know what I'm saying? Me and wifey had a little morning session. So we go into the kitchen, you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? I'm there like making my usual tea, whatever. And for some reason, man, like I always like the way she makes my tea because I don't make my tea the same way. There's something about y'all women. When y'all make the coffee, when y'all do something, it's just always better than we do it. I don't know how you feel, Kenny, but that's how I feel about it, right? So right after this, we come into the kitchen. She sees me making the tea. I look at her. I look off to the left of her and I say, I was expecting more. So she looks at me and she's like, what are you talking about? Because remember, I didn't give any context, right? We just came from our little session in the bedroom. And now I'm looking at her, about to sip tea, like I expected more. So she looking at me, I was like, you know what? That ain't even come out right. I'm talking about the tea. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the fact that when you put the honey and the ginger in here and the way you mix it up, it's way better than what I'm doing right now. But I get why you looking like you want to slap me right now. Please don't. I will add context next time. So this is my testimony to y'all. Make sure that y'all put context in everything that y'all explain for y'all get hurt out here. That's for sure.
That's an important question. How long you let that sit? How long you let that marinate before you notice she ain't thinking about what I'm talking about? Let her think about everything that happened over the last few minutes. You're like, yeah, expected more. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? She had to go do it. She had a woman in the mirror moment. Like, what happened?
That's a fact. That's a fact. Aside from that, man, just saw on Instagram they have a new tool now that lets you reset your algorithm. If you go on Instagram, or you can look it up on Google, it shows you how you can go into your settings and actually reset your algorithm. Now, my question for everybody, and of course for you, Kenny, do you feel like this is legit, or maybe this is another gateway to let more ads in?
I think it's legit. They're just not telling you the full story.
Mm.
I think you're resetting your files go to zero.
Ooh,
Like, hey,
that's real pain.
How's that for an algorithm? Now you got what you want, buddy. Nobody.
Yeah.
Add what you want from this day on. This is who you are. This is who you are now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to go to them funny sites, you know what I mean, with the cherries and tatas, go ahead, go there directly right now.
He said
so
the
we know
cherries and tatas.
So we can feed that right to you. But if you like jokes and cooking shit, go to that right now. And we'll give you that right now. You know what I'm saying? But we don't want you to talk about, oh, nah, there's a little follow I had from the 99 and the 2000. I don't know why I keep getting these on my discovery feed. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's a little bit more to it. They're just not letting you know everything as always. But
makes sense.
If I want to reset, I don't think my algorithm's terrible. So I don't think I would reset it. Do you think a reset is important? You're going to put it as part of the purge?
I do more of the manual stuff, right? I'll probably just stop following people that have a terrible content or content I don't want to see no more. And then I believe sometimes it just reads like the posts that you stay on for the longest. That's why sometimes I'll tell my wife, stop letting the reels just keep going and going and going, because then they're just gonna have you looking at nothing but this for the next month if you're not careful. So yeah, man. Ain't nothing like an algorithm cleanse.
Right. I do got a quick funny moment, as you can say, I guess, between me and the missus. When you have more than one kid, like, hey, you love all your kids the same, right? Everybody gets 100% love. We all know that. But when you do talk about a favorite every now and then, like, because it changes from hour to hour, day to day, you can't really talk to nobody about your favorite kid other than the other person who you had kids with, right? So, because anybody else won't get it. They'll look at you like, oh, yeah. Kind of person are you? You know what I'm saying? But every so often, hey, from Friday to Sunday, it might switch from kid to kid to kid. Like, oh, such and such had a great day. They're doing awesome, amazing, da-da-da. And we had one of those moments earlier, you know what I'm saying? Got to give a report card. I was like, oh, shit, look at this one shining bright. Look at you. And then we're looking at the other two like, Like, you know, it's like when y'all grades coming in, like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, this one doing her job. What about y'all? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that is just a quick parenting moment. It's okay to have favorites. You only can discuss it with one person, though, so it's weird.
Yeah. It'd be like that, brother. It'd be like that, man. Gotta love the tribe. Gotta love those internal tribe jokes.
Facts.
All right, brother. We ready to switch over to politics as usual?
Yeah, man. Sad news for the locals, but yeah, man.
All right, Tanya, take a deep breath, man. We're about to go into deep waters. All right. Actually, this is only in New York, so we're sparing you in the beginning, Tanya. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen of the New York City area, I think you remember a couple months back, a little thing called congestion pricing was on its way into the city, and it was actually postponed by Governor Kathy Hochul. Now, it looks like they are reintroducing the congestion pricing toll. And right now, I believe, I'm just trying to skim through this. I'm looking for a new effective date. I don't actually see it yet. But just to remind you of what it was going to be, the MTA, that's our Metropolitan Transportation Authority, approved a revised congestion pricing plan for Manhattan. The Board of MTA, which runs the city's transit system and is implementing the new tool, voted 12-1 on Monday to begin the program, which officials anticipate will provide $15 billion to modernize a more than 100-year-old system. Now, the program will charge Easy Pass motorists entering south of Manhattan's 60th Street $9 during peak hours, which is from 5 a.m. to 9 p.m. on weekdays, with Easy Pass trucks paying $14.40 during those hours. Vehicles without an Easy Pass would pay more. So, you know, it goes on to talk about drivers already paying tolls on the Lincoln, Holland, Queens, Midtown, or Brooklyn Battery tunnels. They will receive discounts during peak times because they're, of course, paying that first toll before they actually get to the city's new toll. I believe those will be reduced. And then, of course, overnight with Easy Pass, passenger cars will be paying $225 and trucks paying $360. And then, of course, I think there's further reductions for taxi passengers, man. Let me tell y'all something. right now, the only hope, and I know this is going to sound weird, our only hope is the fact that President-elect Trump is against this and has vowed to get rid of this once he's in office. But right now, it's back on the table, y'all. I am skimming to see what date they are looking to bring this back. I think, oh yeah, so it's looking to start January 1st. So
Oh,
unfortunately,
niggas.
um,
These
it will
niggas.
start in January 1st, and then the drivers are set to begin paying the toll on January 5th.
I can
So
see
yeah,
it now.
y'all.
You know, like when you go to the JFK, you get there a little early. You see people on the side of the highway because they don't want to do the lap around the airport waiting for their loved one to get off the plane.
Yep.
On 61st Street, it's going to be a line like a car wash on a hot Saturday morning. Just waiting for 901 to hit just so they can drive into downtown. It's going to be nasty.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
that's all it's going to be, man. People going to find a way to get around it as much as they could. A lot of niggas going to keep their car parked down below the 60s. Like, nah, take me to an Uber to get into the zone. The zone,
Yeah.
yeah, take me to the zone where my car at. Then I can move around when I'm there. Then I park it again and get Ubered out the zone. But people going to find a way. But hey, if Trump can reverse this somehow, dope. You know what I'm saying? Hey, shit, do it. Getting everybody else free. You got to free us again. Yeah.
No, yeah, absolutely, man. Charlie said, as much as I love New York, I'm leaving again, charging all this money, but we still have a million potholes. I feel you, Charlie, man. It's
Mm-hmm.
never fair, man. Never fair.
Charlie ride bikes too, so yeah, that pothole's a little different for you, bro. That ain't even
Exactly.
funny. Not funny.
Exactly. But speaking of President-elect Trump, man, he's been a busy guy. He's still filling out some positions, and the newest one
Mm.
was picking Dr. Mehmet Oz to head the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, otherwise known as CMS. This one here is
Mm.
tricky, y'all, because Dr. Oz is known for, some very particular views on, vaccine efficacy. And I think it's going to be very interesting to see how his views and how his history mixes into making decisions in one of the most prestigious, I want to say, health organizations in the country. I mean, we're talking about 160 million Americans who receive coverage through Medicare, Medicaid, and the Children's Health Insurance Program, otherwise known as CHIP. Um, this is going to be very interesting to watch, to see how certain laws and certain things that are in place are going to be looked at over the next couple of months to a year once he starts. I'm interested to see his take on prior authorizations. That's been one of the biggest issues. The
Mm.
continuance of telehealth coverage. I know we're still waiting for the extension of the waivers to go through 2026. I know some of y'all probably love being the fact that you can see your doctor from the seat of your car or from your home and not have to actually travel to where your
Yeah.
doctor is. We're still waiting for extensions on that. So who knows what this means, man? Who knows
I
what this
really, I
means?
really hope Trump is just not getting caught up in the celebrity aspect of the gig. Not that Dr. Oz isn't really good at what he does on the medical side of things, but I have a tendency to put my famous TV doctors and like keep them on famous like TV roles to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like General Hospital type shit. Whenever I see you too much on the TV, I just assume that's what you do. This is a role for you. Like, hey, I know you went through the hard work. You may have a degree, passed the test, got the coat in the house, but I never see you in the coat. So you got to just relax. You know what I mean? Just keep the TV version of what you're doing. But now he's making decisions for the nation to some extent. Like I said, we'll see how it goes in the next few months. But that authorization one, that's going to be big. I don't know what side he falls on. I hope he has the last say in it, since he wants to put him at the head of that department. But he's going to get some pushback from those in the pharmaceutical world, unfortunately. But we'll see.
Yeah, yeah. Trump is a big advocate for Medicare Advantage plans, and right now there's all kinds of articles against Medicare Advantage plans. We've seen notable commercial insurances such as like Cigna cut some of their Medicare Advantage offerings going into 2025. So who knows? Who really knows, man? We'll see how we end up on the other side of this, but this is definitely scary hours. And as we continue to go through the new Trump administration, this one definitely caught me off guard, but gonna try and do some more research on this. Linda McMahon, co-founder of WWE, was named the Secretary of education. Now, this is where we are going to lean on our FCP fam to kind of tell us at what point, while dudes was body slamming, coming off the top rope, and doing all kinds of theatrics, did Linda McMahon get some experience in the education field? Somebody please help me.
Was his big ban to dismantle a big portion of this, if I'm not mistaken? I wonder if he just put her in as a, like a fake role, like how WWE was. It was like a scripted role. Like, hey, we know what we're gonna do when we get out here. We just need somebody to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is where you fit in perfectly. I think you have the job, and you got more than the skills for this job. It might just be a pawn piece, so to speak, just to put somebody there. Somebody wants a job. Somebody needs a job. About
needs a job.
Yeah. A job that well, all your papers are gonna get burnt away. Like, you have nothing to fill out. You got nobody in your inbox no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough.
Linda McMahon don't need no job. Linda McMahon could give us jobs. Facts. But I feel you. And hey, listen, that actually makes perfect sense. More distractions, more smoke and mirrors, while he potentially goes after his plan, right? Like you said, to dismantle the DOE. SKL says they know how to expand and make money. You have to be strategic, I guess. Let's see.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Let's see. I think at this point we have no choice. I think we all understand that. There are ways to advocate. There are ways to try and keep certain things in place. But this is the next 4 years for us, and at least we know who the faces are, who the names are. I just hope we pay attention to the laws that get passed and do our part in that aspect. Otherwise, it's about to be a lot of homeschooling, y'all. I don't know what to tell you.
Word. Who got time for that shit? You know what I mean? But yeah. You have to make. It's gonna be a lot of drawing straws in the morning when somebody got to leave. Like, your day, gotcha.
Bruh. I'm telling you, we were forged by fire. I think, maybe COVID was sent back from the future to prepare us for this Trump administration. We got a taste of, homeschooling and what it's like to be not only your kids' parents, but their educator. So
that was when I knew that your teachers' jobs are trash. You gotta do this with 20 more of these,
bruh.
And I can hit this one. Fuck that. Yeah,
you ain't lying, man. You are not lying. Yeah, man, but that's politics as usual, y'all. Wow. And there's nothing usual about it at all. This continues to be live entertainment, and our lives seem to be their entertainment, and we just got to do our best to stay educated, and keep, I guess, our goals for our kids and our goals for ourselves at the forefront of every decision we make, and stay empowered, man. Stay united, stay strong, y'all. This is a lot. Let's just do a quick deep breath all together. Like, this is a lot to embrace, man. A whole lot to embrace. All right. Let's see what we got here. Charlie, the night of the Tyson fight is the same night they discussed the situation with all the money that can't be accounted for at the Pentagon. That's crazy. That's right. They failed that audit again.
Yeah, they budget. They're non-budgeting for the last couple quarters.
Yeah. And SKL connecting the dots, man. Last time Trump was in office. Yeah, COVID. Yep. Wild stuff, man. Wild stuff.
It's all going down in real time.
Mm-hmm.
Get your notepad ready.
Yes. But in lighter news, that me and Kenny favor, this came across my feed from good old Charlie. So I'm glad Charlie is with us, man. Charlie, man, I was having a rough day. Before Charlie shared this with me. And this day brightened me up, man. So Charlie, you my boy for life. These, I'm telling you, I will wait online. We'll take another 4-hour trip to Boston if we got to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
niggas is 40 now, man. I'm gonna do my best add to cart impression, and then if it don't work, just get the Vaseline for the rate the next morning. Like, damn. I was hoping I was gonna get them for a good price, but nah. I'm at the Fave Soul up, see if he got something. If he knows a guy, that know a guy
Word.
that know a guy.
Word.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, these I need to add to the itinerary for sure. For
Word.
sure.
Fabe, if you are listening to this after the fact, or you are out there somewhere on YouTube, Twitch, somewhere, bruh.
10.5,
Bruh.
please. 10.5, please.
Charlie said he got gas money for the Boston trip.
Hey, it's a quick trip, man. Quick trip.
It
3.5.
really
Get us. Hey, and you know what? The speed cameras, it might be about 4.5. At 3.5, it ain't what it used to be going that way no more.
That's true. That's very true, man. All right, man. Anything else before we get into the main theme for the dad series, bro?
Let me think. There was one thing. I don't think we got a can't be life thing today, but I did see something earlier this week that wasn't funny. I'm happy all is well, but for a little context, as we know, Keith Lee, you know what I mean, he hits all these mom and pop shops, he hits the streets, he lets everybody know, hey, such and such and such and such, damn good such and such. You know what I'm saying? He'll give you the whole spiel of what he's going through. He had a sushi spot, man. He had a sushi spot out in Seattle. You know what I'm saying? Hey, who don't like some good sushi, right? No pun intended. But listen, I'm a fake sushi guy. A lot of sushi I get is cooked. It's mad tempura, mad California, my shit, connie, mango, shrimp. Yeah. I don't do none of that. Just like we just killed this nigga in the back. I don't do none of that kind of like sushi, unfortunately. But hey, Keith Lee, he seems like to be a sushi guy. Had an orange looking thing. Not sure if that was in the tuna department, but famously, puts the food up to the camera, let the people see what he about to eat. If it's a sandwich, that you see the layers, the section cuts, and get into it like, oh, that was good, that was bad. But this one time, he put the chopstick sushi up to the joint. There's a little wiggle that was flagrant, that wasn't moving with what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Then he proceeded to eat it. Thank God nothing happened, but hey, internet go internet. It was like, hey man, I think that sushi was moving before you ate it. I'm gonna throw that up instantly if you could, like, you know what I'm saying? But hey, you don't get that in real time because I don't think he does the reads in real time. So after the edit and all that, then it went out. Thank God he already digested it. You know what I'm saying? It just would have been a hospital scare. But the thing that got me was the restaurant. They chimed in a little too soon. Like, hey, whoa. We check all our shit, bro. Maybe it was the way you have the chopsticks. You know what I'm saying? The niggas, and between AI and the way people got Adobe and Photoshop shit, you do get a little skeptical. You know what I'm saying? But then when you see it again in slow motion, it's like, nah, that's not a chopstick. That was a worm type move, and I don't see many worms, but that looked like a worm type move coming up out that thing. You know what I mean? So immediately after the video got zoomed in and everybody verified it was a parasite, and 2 other people got sick that week. I'm pretty sure lawyers was pending. Restaurant put out a new headline said to our established guests and esteemed peoples of our patrons. You know what I mean? Seems there's been a mishap at the old Wahoo. So we're gonna shut shit down for the moment. Do a full investigation at all locations. Make sure everything is up and running. Your safety is our #1 priority. But the gates will be down until we can solve this shit. All that means is some paperwork has been processed and sent and opened up on their side already. So, hey, I wish them the best of luck. It's hard for a sushi spot to ever get your mustard back when you got a case like this in 4K. But hey, man, happy Keith Lee's doing good. Hey, man, he's doing the people a service because could have been if he wasn't there and those 2 people got sick on their own right. It just would have been 2 niggas getting some food poisoning, and that would have been it. They would have stayed open, whether they freeze their food or not. It don't matter. People that came and went, but he shed some light on it and got them to at least take a look in-house before they start serving shit again. So shouts to them, shouts to him. But be careful with sushi eating. Can't eat everybody's fish, you know what I mean?
Hey.
No, it's facts. You can dice that out any way you want, baby. No, it's just facts. Oh man.
Oh shit. All right. You ain't lying. You ain't lying, man. Be careful out there, fellas.
Yeah, man. If it's fishy, it ain't.
Ladies,
you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, just throwing it out there. Be safe.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. And I hope he stays good, man. Sometimes that shit linger. But all right. Hey, listen, and I'll never forget my first experience eating sushi, man. The little green sauce, the little green stuff that come with it. Wasabi? I didn't know what that was. Yeah, the wasabi. I didn't
It
know
is,
what that
yeah.
was in the beginning, bro. I
Yeah.
went and smeared that joint on all the sushi like it
Oh,
was
oh,
like it was butter, bro. I smeared it
oh.
all over the sushi, bro. I ate
Mm,
that first one. I had to throw it away because I was like,
yeah,
what? First of all, granted, all right, I should have asked questions. But first of all,
please.
there should be a warning label somewhere on there that tells you what is what. They just wrap
Mm,
all of this shit in the wrapper. There's the wasabi, there's the soy sauce, and then there's the sushi. There's no
yeah.
instructions on this shit. It's
Uh,
literally do not eat this unless you know what the fuck you're doing. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. So
yeah.
I opened this shit up. I'm just there like, nobody's looking at me. Nobody's checking for me. And I take that first bite, and it was like hell. It was straight hell, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Wasabi. When you're unfamiliar with its work, it's a nose cleanser at a bare minimum.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
mm.
I still get mad when they put it too close to my ginger. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you're fam. Come on, man. Um, and it gets me every time. I'm like, nah, this one ain't touch it. Ah, shit. It did touch it. It did touch it. It definitely touched it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But yeah, you gotta be careful with the wasabi, man. It's not for the faint of heart. But if you got
yeah.
a stuffy nose though, little get you right.
Quick work.
Get you right. Get you right. Little bug of sugar.
All right.
Um,
Yeah, man. Y'all be careful out there with the sushi, y'all. But hey, man, listen. Every third Wednesday, we come here. It's FCP Dad Series, man. It's been great, man. Just being able to be fathers and come here and share our experiences. Here's some of y'all experiences for the dads that do join, and here's some of the women's perspective of seeing, what we talk about and how it looks from there. And this time, just coming off of a birthday, we wanted to focus on the actual art of celebrating a kid's birthday. And our theme for today is birthdays was the worst days. Because as dads, planning a kid's birthday party is one of the worst experiences that we tend to exhibit and experience. Now, I mentioned earlier, I recently celebrated a birthday, and I thought it'd be cool to bring it here to you, Kenny, and to the audience today. Do you remember what your birthday parties were like as a kid?
I didn't have many, but I do remember like two good ones.
Mm-hmm.
The one that sticks out was Empire Skating Rink. That was a fun shindig. Shit, what I might have been 8, 9. I have to check with Mom Dukes on that one. Shit, it might not even been my party. I might have just doubled back on somebody that was there. This is his birthday too? Yeah. We're gonna sing with him. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But yeah, the skate Empire joint. After that, I don't really recall too many me being on that side of the cake when the song was happening. So, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But that one does stick out as far as my personal birthday parties. Do you remember any big ones or good ones from your childhood?
I remember all my real birthday parties when I was a kid were before I knew what was going on. I've seen pictures of them, right? I got the little hat with the string that's damn near choking your skin around the chin, right? I see, younger versions of y'all around me, and then, there's a cake somewhere. You know what I mean? 9 times out of 10, it was the basic ass cakes that they used to make back in the 80s. And then I think as I got older, it became the Carvel ice cream cakes. You was lucky if you got that. Like that was a splurge,
Word.
So yeah, but no, it wasn't no real like event or experience or anything like that. It was really like somebody's house, a cake. I think the adults had more fun at my birthday party than I did because I was a baby. So by the time I had like a little something to cake or enjoyed anything, I was probably knocked out in the bed by then. At that point, the Bacardi came out, cigarettes was out, Marvin Gaye came on. It was madness, right? So yeah.
Why I gotta go to sleep? It's my birthday. It's time, your party's over. It's like, it's like, I didn't even get the gifts.
Yeah. Tanya said not a single one. She doesn't remember not one.
Damn.
Yo, man, like, and it's crazy. I bring that up because these kids don't get parties; they get events.
Yeah. Flyers, evites. You know what I'm saying? Everything's going out. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's it's not the same anymore. Like you can't, like these days you can't even get the, oh man, I didn't get that invite in the mail. So nigga, I emailed it to you. Shut up. Like, damn. And I texted. Damn, you did? All right, my bad. Let me respond to that right now. But the old excuses don't even work no more, bro. It's different.
Yeah, I'm just wondering what our parents went through to invite someone to our birthday party. Because remember, this is before texting. This is the
Mhm,
rotary phones.
mhm.
Did they like write letters? Because with that phone, it was like if you messed up with the number, you had
Yeah.
to really be wanting to call
So,
that person to start over.
like, I hate redialing on that regular phone. I'm like 17, you know what I mean? 17118. Press one twice. I got to hang up, do the shit, and I'm mad at that shit. Like, I can only imagine if I was doing the wraparound, got to the 8 twice and fucked up. Oh man,
Yeah, that's a
pain. That's
fact.
real
So
pain.
yeah, so I applaud my mother and father for making the effort. That had to be like a year-long process. It probably started maybe 2 months after your birthday. Every
Yeah.
time they was at a family function, don't forget it's gonna be Sean's third birthday on November 17th. You know what I'm saying? Like make
Mm-hmm.
sure y'all come to the house and don't forget,
Word.
write it down. Niggas had to write that shit
Word.
down on the calendar, man. That was real.
That's crazy.
Um,
Like, could you
yeah,
imagine like parties like back then? No, like instant technology though. Like, you can't even tell them about you bring some ice on the way, nigga. Y'all just
yeah.
ain't gonna have. It's just no ice. And that's that. It's no ice, nigga. Hot drinks all night. It's like,
Yeah,
yo,
man. Yeah,
oh
man. Just
man.
warm liquor and ginger ale just passing around, man. No wonder they was so twisted back then.
Oh.
But anyway,
Damn, we gotta send
so
Tanya a cupcake or something. She said she was the only child. God
yeah,
damn.
yeah, we got you, Tanya. We got you, Tanya.
Jesus. We're not laughing at your pain, Tanya. If this is traumatic for you, we apologize in advance. I'm pretty sure these is all jokes. She got LOL back there. But some people do that. Some people do that to hide the pain. I do that sometimes too. But we feel you know. We stand with you. We stand with you.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Oh
All right.
man.
So let's get into it, man. This is for you, Kenny, and of course everybody listening. Do you remember your plan? Do you remember planning your kid's first birthday party?
Yes, that was a stressful day. Not even day. It was a
Days.
stressful couple of weeks leading up to it because hey, it's the first one. There's a girl, so the whole little tutu dress and all that. And through all of this planning and back and forth, and the venue and the food and the invites and the everybody forgot her nap time at the same time as the party. It was there having a ball. She's all dolled up. Big sleep, big sleep in the whole coche, just knocked out. She ain't wake up to like 2 minutes before we was gonna see this shit without her. Like, just take photos of the dead body over by the cake, like yay! That's it. You know what I mean? But it was fun. As far as price, I think we got lucky on the first one. I don't think it was too much. Shit, it was fucking 13 years ago now. We had the venue we took care of, and that's another thing. As far as the amount of money you spend, it's like how much responsibility do you want?
Word.
Because you don't want a lot of responsibility. You can pay $3 and get all that just to care that, to care that, to care that, to care that. You could just be that guy. But if you want to save $1 or two, you gotta put some legwork in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you can always get the food catered, pick it up, drop it off. But if you want this dish from that person, this dish from this person, this dish from that person,
Yeah.
you gotta go get them dishes. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it
man.
always, but you save a ton that way as well too. So I think that first one we kind of laid out all responsibilities on other parties. We had a spot, had somebody with the food, had somebody with the balloon shit. I think the whole entertain a kid dude came by. You know what I mean? So it was cool. I don't think we spent more than 1,000, maybe 1,300 tops with everything all together. It was a good cheap birthday. It was the first, and it's that our first one, so the ROI wasn't bad. We got a lot of that stuff back in gifts and shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't terrible. We definitely didn't break even, but it wasn't too far in the black. You know what I mean? So it wasn't too bad. You know what I mean? But how about you?
Yeah.
Do you remember D Money's first shing ding?
Oh yeah, absolutely. It felt like I spent damn near 1 to 2,000 just because of the fucking gifts that I got of my damn self. But just planning the party, I think the planning the party wasn't that bad. We actually found a really decent spot in downtown Brooklyn. It was I think it was a fair price. You know, I know my wife's on here. She can definitely check in and let me know if I'm wrong. But it was a fair price. It was a good location. Definitely learned a lot, like you said, about the whole asking people to make food situation. Because I think that was the first time Your mother hit me with the, yeah, that's gonna be about $25. I was like,
Me?
what? It's like 25.
You said, but it's me.
She was like, that's why it's 25. Like,
damn. Nigga said, that's the help.
I was like, wow, all right. And then to your point, yeah, you gotta come get it. I was like, but ain't you coming? I gotta come get the mac and cheese too.
I'm gonna be late, and if you want to eat on time, you got to get. Like, how you know you're gonna be late 3 days in advance? Like, it's like, come on.
Yeah, man. Yeah. All right. See, so wifey just said it. So yeah, the spot was like $800 to $900, and trust me, for a spot like that on a Sunday, that was not a bad price in downtown Brooklyn for you to have a spot for the amount of time and the space that I think we had. I thought it was pretty good.
Nice.
And then at the time, my wife wasn't a baker, so we had someone that worked with us do all the cupcakes and all of that. Can't really remember right now if we had a cake, but I know we definitely had a bunch of cupcakes there. It was a racing theme at that point. We had got them the whole outfit and all of that, and it was cool because we were like, I hope he can walk by the time this party comes, because we ain't trying to carry this dude around the entire place. Like, he was a little butterball, man. We wasn't trying to have that. So at least at that point, I think he was just starting to get his legs under him a little bit. But I want to say it wasn't that expensive on us. But I can say that the food part definitely shocked me a little bit. Not really that many disagreements with the wife, except for who was gonna cook what, because there's always, family get very territorial about who's making the rice, who's making the mac and cheese, who's making the lasagna, and everybody think they dish is better than the other person's dish, and you don't want to show down at your kid's first party, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, God forbid 2 trays of mac and cheese show up at different parties. It's like, who made that one? Like, no matter whose it is, like, who made that one? Like, you don't want that. You don't want none of that smoke. And God forbid one tray going quicker than the other. Oh my.
Yeah,
you gotta divvy these out in equal portions. Like, you can't show no favoritism.
Yeah.
Oh man, good stuff.
Definitely. Any disagreements with wifey during that first party, man? Like, this is the first one, man. It's like, I don't want her in this color. I don't know.
With the planning, a lot of that stuff, I'm smart. I take a back seat to that. Like, I try not to be involved to the point where a disagreement can even happen. Outside of, how much is that? No, we ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, that's the most I could do. You know what I'm saying? Everything else is just, oh, that looks good. Yeah, let's run with that. Yeah, that looks good. I would truly have to hate something to even bring up a foul or a negative comment on it. You know what I mean? Like, if you went with yellow, like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just one of those. But I don't think it was any argument, any disagreements. I backseated that one for the most part, and just to make sure it was smooth as hell. Because it's funny. It was both our first kid, but I felt like she had more experience somehow. Like, I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna let you. Yeah, you look like, I don't know how you, maybe your past life. But I'm gonna let you handle a lot of these little decisions. It's making sense.
All right. So, did anything go wrong that people had no idea happened?
It didn't go wrong. It kind of worked out in our favor. But if I'm not mistaken, ours was on a Sunday as well. It's football time. But a lot of people didn't know that there was a TV in the kitchen. So, but that's where the drinks was. You know what I'm saying? So he was just getting bullshit like shirt drinks on purpose. Oh man, need a refill. Coming out with mad ice with a splash on top. Oh man, out already. I gotta go see the score. I mean, I gotta go get a refill. You know what I mean? So I don't think people knew about the TV in the kitchen situation. That worked out for a few of the fellas back there. But gotcha. That might have been the only cool thing that happened. Nothing too out the ordinary.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, for the first one, nah. Everything is pretty cool on the first one. Gotcha. You had any wild shit didn't go the way? And just like, nah, just throw that shit under the rug. We gotta go.
No, nothing went wrong that nobody knew about, but there was something that was supposed to happen there that didn't happen because I'm just too eager and get too excited to do shit. I was actually supposed to propose to my wife at his first birthday. But
Mm.
I ended up getting the ring a month before, and my eager beaver ass was like, "No, I'm proposing
Couldn't
dead
do it.
there." You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
couldn't do it.
And I think I remember the date I think it was August 23rd. I went that morning, got it, gave it to my mother, said, "Do not give this back to me until it's time for the party." And I think it was like an hour. I went back down. Mom, give
I
it to
know,
me.
I know what I said. I know what I said.
Yeah,
Oh man,
man.
how would you have felt? She said, "Nope, a deal's a deal."
Oof. That I would have appreciated that. You know
You
what I mean?
respect it. You
Because
respect it.
to the facts, because to this day, I always wonder what her face would have looked like if I had done it the way I had planned to. So I'll
Damn,
never know that, because my mom, she was too weak.
damn. It's like all the defense she had was, "You sure? All right, man."
Just like
That's it.
that.
That's
It
all
was
she
so
had. That's all
simple.
she had. That's all the fight she had in it. Oh
So
man.
simple, man. We know as your kids get older, a lot of things may shift. Maybe you get more extravagant, maybe you get more conservative. But the most recent milestone birthday that Darius had on his 10th birthday, we were like up in shambles, man, because I believe that Saturday we had took him to this dinosaur adventure thing where you like drive through it and there's like different things you can experience. And then the next day we were supposed to go to American Dream. And I don't know what happened that night that we just kind of woke up and looked at Darius and said, "You still want to go to American Dream?" He was like, not really. It was like, "So what do you want to do?" It's like, I'd rather just have my cousins by and just kind of relax here. And it just turned into like pizza and jerk chicken vibes at the crib. I believe that's when wifey pulled out the Godzilla cake, and it was just really chill vibes, really good vibes at the house, man. I will always love this kid for being able to just be conservative sometimes and validate my laziness. But I know a lot of people were probably like, "What the fuck?" Like they were American Dream ready, and then when
Yeah.
that shit shifted, it was like, "Oh, all right."
All right. All right. You know what I mean? No. No bathers. I put that back in the drawer. We don't need that where we going. But you said, I know what I said. I said put it back. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's what's up. That's what's up. Let me think. Let me think. Recent milestone. I don't know. It's funny having. I think the most recent milestone might have been the youngest kid's first birthday, because now the girls are big and they get to experience like, just a sibling having their first, and they go, "Oh, look at him, he's so cute." Like, I went through this too. There's like, yeah, but you was a lot smaller and didn't talk much. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you was, and I always tease like, "Oh, you was cute back then." They just looking at me like, "Oh, word, nigga," like, you know what I'm saying? But I think that was a cool milestone because it was cool to see all the kids, kind of reverting to like being like the big kid, even though they're still kids. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
they got a couple cool photo ops with that. With Lennox is his badass. He didn't walk. He wasn't walking quite yet neither. So she was giving mad arm service to everybody. But
Mhm.
yeah, I think that was a cool milestone just to see the big kids, the older siblings, be a big kid for once to him. So that was a cool moment.
Nice. Nice, man. So, how has birthday party planning changed, of course, from that very first birthday to now?
More input from the actual birthday person now. When it was 1, 2, and 3, we couldn't really ask her, "Hey, what you want to do?" They
Yeah.
just look at you like, "Eat food." I know, I mean, it's like you're not giving me complete sentences. We'll take care of this one. But now as they get
Yeah.
older, it's like, "Hey, what you want to do?" It's like whether it be a quick trip somewhere or just going to eat somewhere specifically, or want to see a few people. It's a money saver. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just go cutting all the bullshit. Just like, hey, what do you want? Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that has been the benefit as far as they got older and the first party to now. Because not that they don't like parties, but they go to so many parties through the year. It's just like for myself, I just want to chill. Like us, like
Yeah.
but we old, so we appreciate it when a young want to do it. We just be like, "You want to chill?" Because I want to chill, but you want to chill. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm willing to take my chill jacket off if you want to go do something, but they're like, "No, let's just chill." So
Yeah.
it's cool as they get older. They got better input now. How about you?
Yeah.
What has changed from the first party to now on your side for throwing the kids parties?
Definitely not buying the expensive stuff for him no more.
Mm,
I always talk about how I watched him violate the Jordan 10s one year. I still
mm,
have bad dreams about
mm,
that.
mm.
There's nothing like watching a kid drag some expensive sneakers across the floor, and you
Yeah,
just watching that
yeah,
depreciation of value go as they
yeah,
drag
yeah.
it.
Big
Um,
drag.
but yeah, so now I think the most interesting thing with him is he likes to do a lot of the same stuff, but I just don't understand it. Like he wants to do a water park in the middle of September. Now, granted, September this year was different. It was a different September. It
Mhm.
was like an extended August, right?
Word,
But
one of
there's
those.
been years when he's wanted to do water parks, and we're kind of like, yo, bro, it's like 30 degrees outside, man. Like, what water park or do you think is open right now that you're going to go out there and have a decent time? But he's a fish, so anything that involves water, he's in. But definitely now, and I'm glad the wife is on board, right? Because it's always good to have them on board. It's been about just putting away money for his education, just making sure that he's right. He has his own little bank savings and all that stuff now. So it's really just getting him used to what that means for him, what that can mean for him in the future. He still has his Roblox splurge moments. But we give him that because he's not a needy kid. He doesn't ask for a lot. Even right now with Christmas, I think he's still working on that list. So I got no complaints with him. It's been pretty easy with him now with the birthdays.
That's all you want, man. That's all you really want. Just happiness at the end of the day. I just want to make sure because they don't need for anything. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
and when the wants are low, it's cool. And when the grades are good, you be willing to do more. It's like, you sure, that's it. You go, yeah, that's it. You go, all right. You feel like you're getting away with murder and shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, nah, they're happy. So that's the big goal. That is the big goal for sure.
Yeah, that's a fact. Um, yeah, so I mean, even though we frame this as birthdays or the worst days, for all the jokes and the things we complain about, I mean, there's truly nothing like celebrating the day your broke best friend came into this world.
Word.
I can't remember what life was like before my son, but I remember like yesterday when I first held him in the operating room. He captured my heart then, and he is literally my heartbeat in human form, walking around this world. So every day I'm definitely nervous when he leaves the house, super excited when he comes in the house, then annoyed when he starts bothering me. But I do my best to remember how important it is to celebrate the day he was born, because he is that important. And I know a lot of you out there, especially you, Kenny, feel the same way when it's time
For
to
sure.
celebrate your offspring. So yeah, man.
For sure. Gotta celebrate the young. But I'm gonna keep it all the way funky. Hey man, I remember what it was before the kids. A lot of free time, brother. A lot of free time. A lot of free time. You know what I'm saying? Back then it's like, oh shit. He's like, oh shit, I got paid today. He's like, oh shit, I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't even know I was low on money. Like that's dope. Like, you know what I mean? Now it's like, yeah, my check ain't coming yet. Yeah, what's up? Like, yeah, I gotta go to accounts payable right now. See what the fuck is up with my reimbursables. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah, I do remember the time before, but like you said, there's been nothing but a blessing and a pleasure since. Um, damn, I can't ask this question, but I, I actually only got one kid. But I was gonna say, if you, but I was gonna, I had this question for Jen, and if you do have multiple kids, like if you only can have one of these,
Mm.
which one would you choose? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier, like, you know, when you talk about the favorite kid, you can't really talk about it with other people because it looks crazy. Like, you know, like, these are one of those questions that you only can have with the, you know what I mean, with the missus.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so baby, we'll talk later. Don't put this in the chat because they're gonna go back and watch this when they get older. Be like, I fucking knew you liked that one more than me, you mother. You know what I mean? But nah, let the kids.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. And shout out to anybody who recently celebrated their kid's birthday, man. God bless, man.
Mhm.
Um, all right, so moving on to TV shows, movies, and music recommendations, man. Shout out to my homegirl Michelle. She told me about this show, man. Cross. It is on Amazon. You probably remember the Alex Cross version that oh god, why am I drawing a blank? Tyler Perry did back in 2012. He is a psychological what is it like? He's a psychological version of the police, and they call him in when they're trying to like evaluate like different type of suspects and different type of crime scenes. And this show, man, it's good. It's really good. It takes you on a roller coaster from the minute you start watching it all the way through. It's got 8 episodes. Me and the wife just finished it today. This guy Aldous Hodge, man, he's a great actor. And it's funny because we were just talking about black actors, and I think somebody actually brought this guy up. It might have been Tanya. But okay, yeah, he's a profiler. So this guy is really good, and the show's really good. They picked an excellent villain for this. Actually, there's several in here. And the plot twists just keep on coming, man. So make sure y'all check it out on Amazon Prime, man. Really good show.
That's what's up. I was looking for new watch list items.
Absolutely.
There are 2 shows that we are wrapping up on my side. The Penguin. That oh man.
Good shit, man. Right?
It's there. And Lioness. We're wrapping that up too. Hey man.
Season 1 or season 2?
Two. One's in the bus. Oh, and The Diplomat. Yeah, we got a couple things we in rotation with.
Good, right?
We got a high flying rotation every night. But yeah, we be like, damn, what you watch tonight? Like the way such and such ended last night. We gotta watch the next one. Right? You know what I mean? So we got a lot of watch list items coming up.
Yeah. No, I kid you not. Like this show across, it kept us up to 1 a.m. because we literally finished it in like I want to say 2.5 days.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really good. And I see SKL put in the chat. Most amazing part of raising multiple kids is how they are so different, but being raised in the same home, just so cool to experience and see their personality as they grow. Love all my babies. Shout out to SKL, man. Definitely.
The babies. Oh man.
All right, we are shifting over to FCP Sports Corner to talk about the fight that everybody was talking about leading up to Friday, and I think that most of us were very underwhelmed with after. And we're talking about Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, man. So you mentioned it earlier, man. Do I think it was rigged? I have to say, I definitely feel like when Tyson got in there, everything changed when he started to move because his body just looked stiff. It didn't look nothing like the sparring. I don't know if they sped up the sessions or not, but it looked like once he got hit 2 or 3 times and he tried to get on them 58-year-old legs and keep his balance, I think he realized, oh yeah, shit, this is different. So yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Man. What about you?
He definitely had flashes of senior citizen, you know what I'm saying? And that's cool. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to at this age, you know what I mean? You're not supposed to be on that stage and these lights with that much pressure on your neck. But throughout the week, catching some highlights and some low lights, so to speak, it looked like he left a lot of punches on the table that the old Tyson that we thought we knew would have definitely tried to take. You just don't know if at his old age he felt he couldn't land him or hit him or what the case may have been. But it definitely looked like he left some punches on the table that could have, I seen rocked them a little bit, you know what I mean? But hey, once I found out that it was a pay scale situation as well, as far as, the further you go, the more you make. Not that Tyson was throwing anything. He's a professional. But he is a professional at the end of the day. So if you want to knock your ass out, you probably could. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like, hey, I'm happy he got his brand. I'm happy to see Tyson come out to the ring and on live television, even though it was buffered. I got some real horror stories about people saying, catching their phone, talking about, oh man, did you see the women's fight? Women's fight? When the second round of the Tyson fight? What? I said, what?
Yeah.
My buffering is doing what on my end? Said, yeah, you got to refresh that. Come on, go back in.
Yeah.
So, like people get horror stories. But hey, Netflix knows the most amount of people that will ever tune into one thing at one time. They know the capacity that's needed, and they obviously didn't have the capacity to keep it going. But they know going forward, if they want to try to hold something to this magnitude, whether it be an NFL game or a playoff game in the future, they're going to need some more servers on deck to get that done. Because I'll be damned if it's fourth quarter, 2-minute warning, and that little circle pop up like,
Yeah, man.
Hail
Yeah.
Mary, what's he gonna do? And it's just frozen. Yeah, I'm gonna be throwing shit at the TV. But
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
but yeah, hey, Tyson got his bread. Jake Paul has had a ton of random offers from some legit fighters, some non-legit people. I don't know what's real, what's fake these days, because I don't think anyone even cares about the sport anymore. It's more about the payday. So
Absolutely.
I'm just curious to know if payday is all we care about, who would be his biggest draw financially on that aspect? Who you think would help him get to that next level of pay scale?
On the boxing side of things, I could see Conor McGregor. Whether it's boxing or MMA, I can see Conor being that's a
Big draw.
big money fight. That's a big money fight because Conor is yet to get back in the octagon, let alone try and get in the ring. But I can the theatrics between those two. I think Jake Paul is doing his best Conor McGregor impression right now because Conor McGregor, outside of Floyd Mayweather, is probably the most theatrical, entertaining, talking this shit in this ass fighter that I've ever seen.
Facts.
So I think that would be must see TV from the minute it's announced to the minute it actually happens. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Conor McGregor.
All right. If I had to throw a name in a hat just for money draw purposes, I'm gonna throw the money team in there. Fuck it. Let's go. Let's go to Dubai. I don't know if he's gonna have to gain weight. He's gonna have to lose weight. Whatever. But put some sort of middleweight, wherever y'all want to land as far as a weight point. I don't know if it's gonna be sanctioned or not, but a little exhibition fight over in Dubai between Money May and Jake Paul, just for the eyes. Somebody has to lose, and I don't think neither of them want to. So I don't know who would want that risk. You know what I mean? But if money's involved, I think that's different.
That's a hell of a weight cut for Jake because I don't see Floyd going up. That's an unhealthy weight cut.
Yeah, so he gonna look sick. He gonna look sick. Like that 50 movie that never came out. He gonna look a little sick.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. But I think the stat that really hurt me, man, was just that like Mike only landed like 18 punches, and it's like you said. I mean, it was a little sad. You know, he was older. His age definitely showed as soon as they got into that second round. But it was just like when you see the stat next to each other, I was like, oh damn, Mike, like 18.
So he didn't even lose his visually. He lost it statistically too. Like,
Yo,
you know what I'm saying? Like I was hoping the numbers were closer. Like you know what I mean, but it wasn't. It wasn't. I wish glove biting was a stat. He killed that shit.
Yo, he killed that shit. You're talking 12 rounds. What was it, 12 2-minute rounds? Was it?
8.
Eight 2-minute rounds.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man, was there like 2 hits, 2.5 hits?
Nasty.
Like, oh Jesus.
Yeah. That's a nasty average.
That means there was probably a round where he just didn't touch him. He was just running around.
There's a couple rounds I don't think he landed a hit. Be honest with you. Hey, I'm happy I don't have to see that again. I'll tell you that shit. Hey, it's been talked about for maybe I think the first time we even heard, maybe about 12, 14 months now, as far as the talk of the fight happening. Happily it's done. It's over. We know who the winner is, the loser is. There are no losers per Mike's last quote. But good luck to both of them going forward. I don't think Mike will ever have to do this again. I pray to God he doesn't. I saw Holyfield had a joke. He needs to go sit his ass down somewhere. I don't know what videos he's shooting, but sit your ass down, sir. I don't want to see that at all.
Listen, whoever was the communications guy for that fight, y'all did Evander dirty, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they already looking at him like he the old dude at the analyst box. You gonna give him the bad AirPods? You know what I'm saying? Like he couldn't hear. He couldn't hear Lennox. He couldn't hear the young lady that was up there talking. So he got my man there like, huh? You know, like,
nasty times.
Come on, man. That's a former heavyweight champ, man. Show him some respect, man. Get him some good air. You know, get him some good communications, man. Let the man hear. But yeah, man, moving on to the real fight of the weekend, which is UFC 309 heavyweight championship, John Jones versus Stipe Miocic. And John Jones is the GOAT still. Handled this within 3 rounds. We're talking about he landed 81% of his total strikes, 80% of his significant strikes. This guy is he's phenomenal. And I think the line that I've heard over and over from multiple people is this guy is not a bad, he's not a good guy trying to be a fighter. This guy is a bad man just trying to exist amongst us mere mortals. And he tones down who he is just so he doesn't get in trouble. This guy is a savage. And I think Joe Rogan said it best. If this was Roman times, he'd be that guy on the horse with the battle axe that you want to go out in the forefront and handle business. This guy's the best, man. I can't wait to see who he takes on next.
Yes, and I think was it maybe Monday? I think we got a damage report on that kick to the side.
Yo,
the way he crumbled, I said, "Ooh, something broken bad." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But he had some spleen injuries, a kidney, a rib might have been fractured. Yeah, he kicked the shit out of him. One of his goat legs. He kicked the shit out of him.
I'm telling you, brother. I'm telling you, there's really nothing to say there, man. He's the greatest. He's the greatest. I think next up, Tom Aspinall wants to fight him next, but he doesn't really want that fight. He doesn't want to fight any up and coming fighters right now. He wants to take on greats. I think he wants Alex Pereira to come up and weight, but it looks like right now Dana White really isn't for that fight because he likes the fact of having both those guys in different divisions really doing their thing and reigning. If you bring them together, I think Dana's fear is John Jones ends Alex. Now Alex is stardom and everything.
The whole division just gonna be wasted because they're like the next guy up is gonna be like, what about me now? You know what I mean? So it can't cross at this point. He's just too. Let the introductories just go. You know what I mean? They don't got to collide. But I know he don't want to fight the up and comers, but Aspinwall is the guy. No.
Alex Pereira is definitely the bigger draw because he's knocking everybody out.
No, not as far as draw. As far as I know, as far as draw, but they are two separate weight classes. As far as in his weight class, like Aspinwall is that person. No.
I mean, we got to see because Stipe was the guy. Aspinall, I got to see who he just beat. And you still got the Ngannou fight if he wants to make some sort of broker deal between PFL and UFC. So there's a lot of other options, but who knows? Maybe the Tom fight happens. Maybe it doesn't. You know, when you're the GOAT, you get to choose.
These are facts. It's a big fact. Okay.
Yeah. So speaking of New York legends, man, I saw this come across the feed and I'm super excited for him. Eli Manning is on the list of 25 candidates eligible for the 2025 Hall of Fame. Let's just say
he's been retired 5 years already. God damn.
Oh man, let's just say the Giants have not been the same since we lost Eli. And I remember saying, "Yo, Eli need to let it go. Eli's done. When is Eli gonna retire?" Not to say things were great when Eli was here, but they ain't been better since.
We miss Eli like a motherfucker, right? Yeah. We miss him, man. We miss him a lot. But that's what's up. Congrats. He's gonna be a first ballot. I don't see any reason why he shouldn't be. I do want to check the whole list to make sure ain't nobody else crazy on the list that might give us some real competition. But his time has flew by quickly.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man. Another man in with a jacket. Hey, man, at that.
Yep. And Kenny, man, you predicted this. You got your wish. Saquon Barkley's reverse hurdle is in the Madden game.
I knew the streamers was kicking down that door. So, yo, what button combination is gonna get this? Is the L button and X? What I gotta do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Man, niggas they're gonna be shitting on people in games, bro.
It was so crazy. I was literally, it had to be like an hour before the show. I'm scrolling through X, and it says Saquon's hurdle is officially a Madden, man. I hope this is real. This is via ESPN through EA Madden's actual website. So I hope this is real. I'm gonna ask all the gamers out there to confirm this. Right. But if it is, man, y'all gotta let us know what buttons are y'all pressing. Because me and Kenny were like, this had to be like some old Street Fighter left right situation. Yeah, so we need to know.
That's gonna be dope. Yeah, they're gonna have. I can't wait till somebody get a lineman a ball with a fumble return to try and do the shit and break his whole leg mid-game. You're gonna jump up and just start doing the Olympic the Olympic dance with the hip hop shit just scrolling and shit. Like it's gonna be nasty. It's gonna be nasty.
That's crazy.
So
Yeah.
shout to EA Sports for reading the room.
That quick, man. That quick, yo. All right, my brother. Anything else before we get up out of here?
Shit. Happy Thanksgiving if we don't see y'all, man. Shit, next week already. But nah, middle of the week vibes. You already know. Stay dangerous, be safe, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Any crazy plans this weekend?
Not at all, man. I'm kind of glad to sit still. You know what I mean? I know wifey has her whole girls' night, leaving us at home to fend for ourselves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These little
Jezebels.
Order
your own pizza.
Yeah. these little Jezebels got their night out. So, you know, me and Dad is just gonna be sitting here, real chill vibe, nothing crazy.
That's what's up. That's
about
trying to play spades. Trying to play spades. Same. Not sure yet. I might have to, bust the kids' ass with some more Mario Kart. Let them know they still not fucking with me. Other than that, though, not much. It should be a calm week. You got a couple games with the girls, but should be pretty calm myself.
Nice. All right, then, people, man, we appreciate y'all for checking in with us, man. Remember, we are here every Wednesday at 8 o'clock on Facebook, YouTube, IG, X, and Twitch, man. You can always check out our YouTube channel to get caught up on all 97 episodes. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. Follow us on all the socials, man. Make sure you engage with us because we love engaging with y'all, getting y'all opinions on all the content that we have. Hit up the FCP website. Weather's getting cold, get you a hoodie, get you a nice shirt. We got a little something for everybody in the family. Holidays are coming up. You're looking for a cool gift. We got something on there for y'all as well. And like Kenny said, man, stay safe, stay prayed up, and we'll see y'all next time, man.
Yes, sir.